Hello, everybody. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome into my beautiful divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome into anybody that feels guided or aligned to come on in and check out my videos. I have been traveling around Africa for the last 2 weeks, hence the very beautiful glow that I have going on. It's early on Sunday morning. So I am whispering a little bit because my landlord is home and she is asleep upstairs and I don't want to wake her. But as soon as I got home, it's really crazy. I felt like I had to get to my table and do readings because I haven't done any in 2 weeks. And if you know me and if you followed my channel, you know that I don't typically do love readings. I had personal reasons in the beginning. I started this channel out of pain. I was in a twin flame connection that he continuously kept rejecting me, ghosting me, choosing karmic relationships over our union. And it was painful. It was painful for me to watch because spirit kept making our paths cross and I kept seeing him with karmic people. And it was hard. It was painful knowing that he didn't choose this. He didn't choose us. So for a long time, I had to just stay away from love. And I didn't want to ever give anybody false hope with love readings because I felt like, and I realized actually, I used to say, oh, like love readers just give false hope, but that's not true. It was because I was choosing to watch 10 love readings in a row. And then, of course, not all of those readings are going to be meant for me. So it was partially my fault because I was obsessively watching love readings all day long. And then when, I would grab what I wanted from each reading, and when that didn't happen, I would feel disappointed all over again. But it was part of my process. So I'm okay with it. But I posted a reading today about being connected to a divine feminine community and how it was going to open up. So you would have already watched that one. That would have been posted yesterday because I'm going to schedule this one for Monday. But I went to go sit down and have my coffee and just, enjoy watching a couple of readings for myself. And I felt really strongly guided to come do a love reading. And lately, it's really weird. While I was in Africa, a lot of like twin flame, divine feminine, masculine messages kept coming up on my feed. And I've cleared all of those out of my history. I don't typically watch those anymore. Twintuitive 717, girl, I love you. Your readings I love to watch still. And I felt very connected with some of your readings. And if you don't know her channel, go check her out, Twintuitive 717. She's lovely. She's amazing. She's a local girl too. So I love her energy. Please go support her channel because I think she is a genuine tarot card love reader. So, and it's funny, it was her readings that sparked it. And I was feeling guided to watch a couple of her recent readings. And then I don't know if it was algorithm or what, but I've been really seeing a lot of different messages popping up on my feed about twin flame again and divine masculine waking up and realizing what they've lost and realizing what they keep passing up on. And I don't know, I'm really feeling this energy again in the last few days. So maybe that's why I feel guided to come and do this. And I came to my table to do a reading for myself because I wanted to know, is this valid? Is the readings that are popping up on my feed valid for my story? Are they real? Should I even be entertaining this? And it was very weird because the cards that came out were pretty freaky. My divine masculine really hurt me in the fall. And it was so crazy because I went to this haunted circus in October last year with some girlfriends of mine. And didn't the universe make me cross paths with my divine masculine at this circus where he was with a karmic partner? And didn't the cards that come out say around the fall and clown? And it was freaky because I recognized the message that he felt like a clown. He felt like ashamed, like a fool. And I felt that energy from him when I saw him. We made eye contact when he was standing in line with this female. And I could tell he felt shame. I could see it all over him. I could feel it, that he felt such shame uh, for me having to watch that. Knowing what that was going to do to me, I could sense how ashamed he felt that he had to go pick somebody else. And so it was very weird that the cards aligned with the storyline that was my storyline. So, anyways, I've rambled again for 5.5 minutes. So it inspired me. Spirit kept telling me I have to do a love reading. So I think this reading is going to be more for somebody like me in my circumstance, where maybe you were connected to a twin flame that didn't choose the union, that chose the shadow, chose to stay in safety, chose to stay in illusions, chose to keep picking karmic partners. So if that's not your story, this reading is probably not for you, and you can wait for the next reading that I post. But this is going to be very specific for somebody out there, or many people out there, where you have felt like you aligned in a twin flame union, and that twin flame didn't choose your union and chose to step out of it and go be with somebody else or many other people. So I've already pre-shuffled because I have a feeling this is going to be a longer reading, because I was guided to use 4 decks in this reading. Soul Symphony is the one we're starting with. So I haven't looked at the cards. There is a lot of cards that came out of this one though, but I took them all. So I'm just going to quickly run through them. Okay, let me just turn them all over and see what's what here. Oh, wow. Okay, I see the twin flame card coming out already. All right, so the first card out is around summertime. And it's really funny because I did other readings that felt like love readings or talking about something big coming in. And I've always been feeling spring and summer. That's been my feeling. Like for some people, it'll be the spring, but the fact that this summer card came out, I feel like this is all going to take a turn in the summertime. Ravenous, insatiable, uncontrollable desires, must have. Yeah, I feel like this divine masculine that you have maybe started thinking about again. I really feel like you disconnected from this person. You recognize that they want to stay in their shadow. You have to move on from that. But I feel like this person, that's their energy, where maybe they're seeing you somehow, seeing you online, seeing you in person. Maybe you go to the same gym, like maybe you see each other around town, and they're really seeing how you've changed, how you have this glow up, how you look beautiful, you have this confident energy about you, and that's triggering them. It's really triggering them right now because they don't get to be a part of that. They're really feeling triggered. And I'm also picking up that the the beautiful energy you brought in the past triggered their emotional wounds, triggered their childhood trauma. It scared them, and it triggered them. It triggered the little boy in them, like, or little girl, because divine masculine is not about gender; it's about energy. But it triggered the child within them, the wounded child within them that they were not ready to face. The next card out is emotions, in and out, clashing like waves. Yeah, I feel like this person was like that with you. You triggered, you called on them to be emotionally open and emotionally available for you, and they weren't capable of doing that because you triggered the childhood wounds. They closed off emotionally, and maybe they felt like it was this wave, this up and down motion of emotions coming out of them, that they couldn't handle it. So they shut down and they chose to stay in the safety and go choose a different partner that wouldn't ask them to do the work like you did. Appreciation is the next card out, letting you know, enjoying you, good vibes, expressing love. And it's weird. The next one out is call, expressing conversation, unblocking, hearing your voice. I really feel with this, even that ravenous card, like they're seeing you now somehow, some way. They're seeing the glow up that you've had. They can see the work you've done. And it's really impressed them, and it's amazed them that you didn't chase them, that you didn't go after them, that you chose yourself and you chose to do the work. And because of that, I think And also, this appreciation Spirit just said is they really appreciate that you did call them to rise, that you did ask, spiritually, not, you didn't verbally say it, but spiritually, your energy triggered the childhood wounds for a purpose, to help them heal, their emotional wounds so that they could become emotionally available. And they really appreciate you for that. They didn't in the past, though. In the past, you triggered them like crazy and they thought you were the problem. But now they're waking up to see that these karmic relationships that they're in are hollow, they're shallow, they're not deep. They don't feel seen and loved the way they did when they were with you. And they're really starting to appreciate what you offered in the past. And they're seeing how far you've come and what a powerful person you are today, and they're really giving appreciation for what you opened up in them and what you healed in them, and they couldn't appreciate it in the past. And this call card, I think they're going to reach out. Decisions is next. Holding back, coming towards you. They're not going to procrastinate. I think they are right now because they're afraid. But and then regrets. Wow, these are crazy regrets and denial. Okay, I'm getting so ahead of myself. I think they're going to reach out. They're in a decision mode right now where they want to reach out. They're sitting in this regret. They're sitting in all kinds of regret. They're done denying. They've been in this denial phase for such a long time that they're done. They don't want to deny this anymore. They're ready to see what it is now. They don't want to sit in regret, because I heard on another reading, and this feels very true to this reading, I feel like the longer they keep going forward in this karmic union or choosing the shadow, something in their soul knows they're meant for something bigger. They're not able to continue down this path anymore. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel comfortable, because they know deep down inside there's something bigger for them. They're meant for something more, that they have these gifts and they're done hiding from them. Their soul is no longer letting them stay in the past, stay in the safety or what they thought was safety. It's not. They're no longer sitting in illusion. Thank you, Spirit. The illusions are crumbling around them now, and they're really waking up to the fact that you guys are a twin flame connection, and they didn't believe you in the past. I think when you tried to bring that up before in the past, they were like, yeah, okay. They thought you were crazy. They really thought you were crazy. They were in denial about the twin flame connection. They did not want to come face to face with the fact that you actually were a twin flame union. You saw it long before they did, but they are waking up to that now. And fire signs came out: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I am a Sagittarius. So maybe your person is a fire sign. Maybe you are a fire sign. And this reading is just giving you that, this card, sorry, is giving you that added confirmation. And the last card out is butterflies, devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete. This is the way you made them feel. This is what they're missing. You made them feel these feelings, these butterfly feelings. They felt so seen and so loved and so happy when you were around. And they're like, why the hell did I push that away? What is wrong with me that I pushed that beautiful energy away from me and chose this shallow, hollow relationship? Why did I do that? And they're really starting to question all of that now. And I think you've been heavy in their mind. I think Spirit has been putting you in their dreams. I think Spirit has been putting you in their thoughts. Spirit is not letting them get away with this. Spirit is not letting them just move on and forget, which is what they thought they could do. They thought they could just let you go and that time would help heal, time would help them forget about you. And that's not the case, unfortunately. It's I can feel it. I've been feeling it while I was in Africa too. My twin flame was coming into my head a little bit, not a lot, but he was coming because these readings were popping up. I was thinking about him a little bit. Um, and I really wondered if this was purposeful. Like, why am I thinking about him even? I've done a good job to put him aside to move forward in my life. I truly did not think we were ever going to be coming back together. And I don't even know that now. This might not be for me, this reading. But for whoever is watching, I strongly feel for many of you, there will be a conversation, and it'll be up to you if you want a reconciliation. But I can tell you that this person is definitely waking up to the terrible decisions they've made and what they walked away from. And Spirit is really showing them what your love can do in the world and how it can heal them. And they've chosen to not have healing. They've chosen to stay in the dark and stay in their illusions and stay distracted. And they're coming out of that now. And it might be a painful time for them. And in all honesty, I feel like you're the energy they're craving the most because of that. You offered such a healing energy to them that while they're in all of this chaos right now internally, it's your energy that they're craving the most right now, because they just want to feel loved and held and seen. And whoever this karmic partner is that they might still be with doesn't know how to offer that, because this karmic partner is insecure and doesn't know how to love themselves. So they can't offer true love to your divine masculine because they don't even know how to love themselves. So I think they fight a lot. I think there's a lot of insecurity, control, um, possessiveness in that relationship. And your divine masculine is waking up to, and again, divine masculine can be a woman as well. A woman can carry stronger divine masculine energy if she has, maybe mother wounds where she's closed off the divine feminine energy. So this could be a man or a woman. When I reference your divine masculine, you could be a man watching me right now, and it's a woman that I'm speaking about for you. It could be vice versa. So please keep that in mind. So I did do a pre-shuffle. I felt guided to use the Ask Your Guides card. So I haven't looked, but I'm going to see what these cards are that have come out. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So muses and discontent. I feel this is your person's energy right now. They feel very discontent with the choices that they've made. They don't feel happy. They understand they've been making the wrong choices, and the masks are falling away. The illusions are falling away, and they don't want to be discontent anymore. They know they could have chose happiness with you, and they're seeing that now. Spirit is not letting them be in illusions about this anymore. And then competition, warrior guides, I feel jealousy, like they're very jealous that they're not part of your life anymore. And they almost feel like they have to maybe compete with somebody else. Like maybe you're already speaking to somebody else. But the fact that you're watching this reading tells me that you're probably still hanging on a little bit to that person in the past. But this person feels like they might have to, like, not fight physically, but like that they're going to really have to compete to win you back because of the poor choices that they've made. And I think, this could even be like you felt like you had to compete for their love in the past. I know with me and my twin flame, I did. I always felt like I was competing against other women for his attention. And once I recognized that, I was out. I don't compete for anybody's love these days. I used to a long time ago, but now if you start telling me you're seeing other people, I'm out. Have fun. I don't compete for anybody's love and attention. I know my value and my worth, and I think you do too. But maybe in the past, you felt like you had to compete for this person's love and attention, and you don't do that anymore. Family, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this Holy Spirit is working hard in your life and their life to help bring them peace, to help them see the mistakes they've made, to help them work on their self-esteem and bring balance back into this union. I really feel like this union is important. This union is going to somehow change the world. The love that you two will share when you come together is going to be really powerful, and you're going to help other people break free of their own illusions when it comes to love and commitment. Because I don't know about you, please tell me in the comments, the world is ruined when it comes to romantic love. Everybody has become avoidant, dismissive, they ghost people. It's ruined. Romantic partnerships and love is so destroyed right now because of online dating and other things. Spirit is trying to help heal this so that real love can be a thing again. Real union and unconditional love and relationships can come back into this new earth energy. And it's unions like this that are going to help people with that. Help people get out of relationships that they've been stuck in because they're afraid to be alone, break free of the illusions that they think, well, no, this is okay, I'll stay in this relationship. These types of connections, these twin flame connections, are purposeful. And I have felt this ever since I met this divine masculine. I would do ceremonies, and Mother Gaia and other spiritual beings kept showing me that this love, our love, was going to change the world. And I stopped believing that for a while because I was hurting. But lately I've been feeling that energy again. And maybe it's not for me, I don't know. But for some of you out there, you are meant to come back together with this twin flame to bring balance back into the world, to bring balance back into love for other people, to show them the way that real love is possible. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to this deck actually, no, you know what? I've never used this deck on my channel, but it's the Dream Guidance Love Messages. My daughter's got this for me a long time ago, and I haven't looked. So these are kind of messages from your divine masculine. What are they thinking right now? What are they feeling right now? So the first card out is, I am devastated to learn the truth. This is, oh my God, they are devastated that the illusions have fallen and that they didn't choose you. This is where their devastation lies right now. They are devastated to learn that everything, all the excuses and justifications they made in the past for walking away from you were bullshit. They were just illusions. And they recognize that now, and they are devastated to know that they didn't make the right choice. The next one out is, I feel insecure. Yes. And look, self-esteem was one of those cards. They felt insecure, and that's why they walked away from you. It wasn't because they didn't care about you. It wasn't that they didn't love you. It was that they didn't love themselves. So Spirit is helping work on their insecurities. And it's actually Guardian Angel Michael, Archangel Michael, is really helping bring back this divine masculine to feel secure in themselves. I suppress my feelings and emotions. What did I say? They're emotionally unavailable. But Spirit is helping them work on this so that they don't suppress their feelings anymore. This is the past. This is what you triggered in them, emotional wounds from their childhood, and they're working on healing that now. This connection is intense. Yes, that's why they walked away. This was too much for them. They couldn't hold the love that you were offering, and they recognize that now. This is the truth they're waking up to, that this connection is beautiful. Yes, it's intense, but it's worth it. I will wait patiently for you to open up. I think there's a fear in them right now that you're done, that you've walked away, you've moved on, you're happy now in your life, and they're worried that you're not going to want them to come back. And I think this card is maybe a hope that you're going to make the first move, but don't. Spirit is telling me they have to. You've made the moves in the past. This is their energy. This is what they hope for, but no, you can't make it easy for them. They have to be the one to reach out to you. You can't smooth this over and make it easy for them, or they won't change. So Spirit is really telling me, although this is their hope and their wish that you're going to reach out and start communication, Spirit is really stressing, please don't do that. Please let this person reach out to you. Don't wait. Keep moving forward in your life, because this person needs to keep feeling the pain of the choices they made, and they do need to keep watching you move on and be happy in your life. So don't wait for them. This reading is not telling you to wait for them. Please keep moving forward. This is just picking up on their energy that I think they are in regret. They do want to reach out. They do want to make communication. We need more time to understand each other. So I think, again, this is fear. I feel fear with this card. Like they want to hesitate again. And they've done this in the past. They've hesitated a lot and procrastinated, making all these justifications. We need to go slow. We can't move too quickly. That's what this card is referencing for me. And then I am stuck, my finances in a mess. And, maybe your divine masculine, money was really important to them. And they put material gain ahead of your connection. I know mine did. Mine was obsessed with money. Money felt like power for him. And I believe that, he was in a bit of a mess financially when we were trying to talk to one another. So maybe your divine masculine, male or female, was in the same position. Their finances were in a mess. Maybe they owned a business that wasn't doing so well. And they kept telling you, I have to do this first. We can figure this out when I'm done figuring out my finances. But the truth is, and what I realized, there would have been something else. It was just excuses. You know what I mean? Like, once he figured out his finances, he would have come up with another excuse as to why he had to keep putting this on hold. So that's why I'm really stressing, do not wait for this person. You better keep moving forward in your life, because I think you have, and you've done a lot of work. And spirit is just letting you know, if you're curious about where they're at, this is what this reading is for. But it doesn't necessarily mean for all of you that this person is going to reach back out. That some of you, your person could still choose to sit in illusions, unfortunately, even though they've had these revelations, even though they're getting all these signs, they still might be too afraid to step forward and do the work. So not all of you are going to hear from your divine masculine, and I need to urge you to keep moving forward. Somebody else will show up. Spirit isn't going to let you be alone. I think spirit is really working hard to try to bring this connection back into union because of the importance that it's going to offer the new earth. But if this person continues to choose the wrong path, spirit is not going to make you be alone. They really want me to tell you that there will be somebody else that will step into your life that will offer you a beautiful union and a beautiful love. And this other person will have a lot of karma to have to go through because of that choice. All right, so I'm going to get into the Psychic Tarot for the heart. I did do a pre-shuffle. Rebuild was the card, the first card out. And I do feel like this divine masculine wants to rebuild, wants to fix this, wants to try again. But it's, again, we have free will, and it's a matter of whether they have the courage to step forward and do it. Believe and succeed is the next card out. So that's pretty positive. I think a lot of them are really believing they can succeed at this, that, maybe they can succeed at starting over with you, and that the love will help heal the wounds of the past from the hurt they've caused. But it seems like a lot of these divine masculines are pretty positive in this. The next card out is strengthening bonds. Yes, this is what they want. They really want to come back in and have a stronger bond with you. They recognize where they went wrong, and they really want to try to fix this now. But again, this is not for everybody, so please, take this as it relates to you. And I think sacral chakra, a lot of us in these unions, this is the work we had to do on the root and sacral chakras. This is where our childhood wounds sat. And a lot of us had to do a lot of intense work, but this connection triggered that sacral and root chakra healing. And then change your focus is the last card out. And I feel like it's the divine masculine energy. They want to change your focus back to them. That's what I'm feeling from this card. You're looking ahead, not behind anymore, and they really want you to change your focus back to them, and they really want to find a way to get you to change your focus back to them. And I think that maybe they're working on something to try and make that happen. So that you can reconnect again and talk about these things. And maybe some of you never got that closure. I didn't. I never got closure. I never got an apology. I never got any explanations. I got nothing. And that was hard for me. It's hard to move on without that closure. So maybe for some of you, this is even just about closure, although I don't feel that. All right. What fell out on the floor? Let's see. Okay, so I'm only going to take a few more. Okay, yeah. Sadness and isolation. This is what the energy your divine masculine is in right now. They feel very sad. They've isolated themselves away from you. They don't want this anymore. They want to come back together. coming together. They really, this is the Two of Cups, I believe, this energy too. Two of Cups is union, twin flame union. This is crazy. And we did get the twin flame card too, but this is the Two of Cups. This is what they want with you. They don't want to be in this sadness and isolation away from you anymore. They recognize what you offered. They recognize what they took for granted. They want to release the shadow, release the karmics, release anything standing in the way of this so that they can open themselves up to the light. They're taking the shadow off. They're removing the shadow. They're doing the shadow work, and they're coming into light and love and truth. And the last card out is simply love. They just want to love you again. I think they really just want to be honest with you. Maybe they never were able to tell you they loved you, but you knew it. My masculine told me once that he loved me, and it was not in a, it was, we were in a very, like, I was upset, I was crying. We were in a very kind of challenging conversation, and he kind of just spitted it out like, but I love you, but it wasn't in any romantic kind of way. I already knew it, so he didn't even have to tell me because my intuition told it for me. But I really feel like this masculine is working on healing the child within, and they just want to love you properly this time, and they want to tell you that. I'm really feeling like they really want to just tell you the truth, that they've loved you this whole time, that they don't know why they chose not to be with you, but that they see the truth now and they just want to love you. That's it. They just want to love you. So I'm going to end it because holy shit, this is the longest reading I've ever done, but it felt purposeful. It felt like we needed to do this reading. So for any of you out there, I love you. I'm so proud of you. Keep moving forward, because if you're like me, I know you've done some hard work in your life to move on from this. But I don't think spirit is done with these unions yet, because they're too important to the energy of the new earth. So for some of you out there, you might be receiving information soon, spring or summer. I keep feeling it, and spring is right around the corner. So please let me know if you do hear from your divine masculine, feminine, or like male or female. Let me know. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Mwah.